We are going to start today off by reading a book. This book is called Earth Day Hooray, and it's going to talk about place value. It has to do with place value. So when I'm reading this book, you're going to see place value. You're going to see something that resembles the little chips that we used yesterday, the place value discs. I'm sorry, they're called discs. You're going to be seeing those things. So while I'm reading, you're going to be able to see the pictures. They're going to be on the screen. And then I'm going to be reading over. I'm going to read the book for you guys. So I want you to look for those things. And I'm going to pause and give you chances to reflect on what we're learning. And even though I'm reading a book, there's still math in here. So that's really important. And so I hope you guys enjoy this. And here we go. Earth Day Hooray by Stuart J. Murphy, illustrated by Renee Adriani. This place is a mess, said Ryan. That's why we're cleaning it up, said Carly. Come on, pitch in. The Maple Street School Save the Planet Club was cleaning up Gilroy Park, the site of this year's Earth Day celebration. They picked up candy wrappers, crumbled newspapers, empty coffee cups, old flyers, lost tennis balls, and lots of aluminum cans. You know, said Ryan, even after we're finished cleaning the park, it won't look all that great. It could really use some flowers at the entrance. Gilroy Park had a few trees and some grass, and that was it. If we take all these cans to the recycling center instead of throwing them away, Ryan continued, they'll give us money for each can. Maybe we can make enough to buy some flowers to plant. Mrs. Watson, the club advisor, thought Ryan's idea was fantastic. She said, if you get 5,000 cans, that should be enough for some really beautiful flowers. I bet we won't find that many, said Luke. The club sorted all of the cans they found. Ryan and Carly and Luke filled the small bags with 10 cans each. When they had 10 small bags, they put them in a big bag that held 100 cans, so they would be easier to count. Do you see some place value going on here? Because I sure do. They ended up with 3 big bags of 100, 5 small bags of 10, and 9 single cans. They left the bags near the trash bin so that Miss Watson could pick them up that evening. What do these trash bags remind you of? If you said the place value discs, you're correct. Good job. That's a total of 359. I knew we wouldn't get 5,000. Whoops, I think he meant to say evening. But the next morning at school, Mrs. Watson called Ryan, Carly, and Luke to her desk. Bad news, she said. The trash collector at the park didn't realize the cans were for recycling. He took them to the dump with the rest of the trash. I knew it, said Luke. I knew he'd never do it. He's so negative. Don't give up, said Ryan. We can still collect cans. We'll have a can drive right here at school. I don't know, said Luke doubtfully. It will only work if a lot of people bring cans. The custodian, Mrs. Jones, set up a barrel in the hallway. Luke made a big sign. Mrs. Watson helped Ryan print up a flyer announcing their goal. Carly drew a cartoon. The next day, a few kids brought in cans. After school, Ryan, Carly, and Luke went to check out the barrel. They sorted the cans into bags. They had 5 small bags of 10 and 6 single cans. Do you see the place value going on in this story? Here's your place value discs, and your little ones cubes could be the cans. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Carly wrote 56 on the sign. We need to get more kids to help, she said. Carly, Luke, and Ryan got permission to visit every class and ask for help with the can drive. Carly worked all night so she would be ready. After school, Ryan, Carly, and Luke stopped at every park and field and picked up every can they saw. The next morning, Ryan, Carly, and Luke brought their cans to school. They went by the barrel to drop them off. Look at all these cans, said Carly. I knew it would work. At recess, they counted the cans. They ended up with 6 big bags of 100, 3 small bags of 10, and 5 single cans. That's 635, even more than we had at the park. And then do you see the place value discs again here at the bottom, and then your single cans. So you could count 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At recess, they counted the cans. They ended up with 6 big bags of 100, 3 small bags of 10, and 5 single cans. Carly wrote the total on the sign. Mrs. Watson walked by. You're going to need bigger bags, she said. I'll bring in some tomorrow. What place value do we have here? We have a 6 in the what place value? Hundreds. A 9 in the what place value? Tens. And a 1 in what place value? The ones. Good job. When Ryan, Carly, and Luke checked the barrel the next day, it was overflowing. We'd better ask Miss Jones for some more barrels, said Carly. They had 1 bag of 1,000, 4 bags of 100, 8 bags of 10, and 3 single cans. Carly wrote the total on the sign and remembered to put a comma between the thousands and the hundreds. So we have a 2 in what place value? The thousands. 1 in what place value? The hundreds. 7 in what place value? The tens. And a 4 in what place value? The ones. Good job. And it is important to put that comma between your thousands and your hundreds. So how do you read this number? 2,174. Ryan, Carly, and Luke kept working. Luke put signs up all over school. On Saturday, the members of Save the Planet Club knocked on every door in their neighborhoods. They handed out Ryan's flyers and carried big bags for people's empty cans. On Monday morning, Ryan and Carly and Luke couldn't dump their cans in the collection barrels because they were already full. At recess, they counted cans. By the time recess was over, they still weren't done. Mrs. Watson said they could skip spelling to finish counting. And you didn't think this was a good idea, Carly teased Luke. Finally, they finished. They had 2 big bags of 1,000, 8 big bags of 100, 5 small bags of 10, and 2 single cans. Luke wrote the numbers down. We did it, he shouted. Let's look at these numbers. 1,000, 2,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, We can use these bags as like our place value discs. How do you read this number? 5,026. Miss Watson took the cans to the recycling center right after school, and Saturday morning she drove Carly, Luke, and Ryan to the plant nursery. They each picked out flowers in their favorite colors. That afternoon, the whole class came to Gilroy Park for Earth Day celebration. The first thing they did was plant the flowers at the entrance. The park looked beautiful, and there wasn't a single piece of trash anywhere. All right, so where did you see place value throughout this story? Think about it, and if you have a piece of paper, you can jot it down.